Life is about finding yourself is one of the biggest lies being perpetuated to our generation today. There is no such thing as finding yourself. I don't know when it became a thing that there was this version of you that you just have to go figure out and find, and there's really no way to figure it out, and you just gotta take time and go live in a forest for 50 years and find yourself or become a Shaolin monk or whatever. But the truth is, you don't find yourself, you create yourself. That is why when a girl breaks up with you and tells you, I just need to take some time to find, she's lying to you. The truth is, you're probably just a fat, broke, smelly loser. At the end of the day, you don't find yourself, you create yourself. And that's honestly a good thing. I couldn't be more happy to hear that, because that means that I get to create who I am. I get to create my future. I get to create an empire that I get to live off of. I get to create myself. And that's honestly a beautiful thing. The truth is, most of you guys watching this are not in the position that you would like to be. I mean, let's just say it how it is. Most of you guys are probably losers, okay? You work 60-hour weeks, 70-hour weeks, making what, 90 grand? Like, maybe that's good for you, but I personally could never live a life like that. I could never live a average life. That is one of the best things about being a man, is that life is almost like a video game in a sense when it comes to creating yourself. You get to literally create your own character. If you want to become jacked, then you just go to the gym and become jacked. You can literally even blast gear and become jacked if you want it that bad, or depending how big you want to get. If you want to make money, it's simple. You work hard. Everybody knows that if you work hard, the results will come. When's the last time you guys have ever heard of somebody truly giving something their 100%? That's a side note. None of you guys ever give anything your 100%, if you really think about it. But when's the last time you ever heard about somebody giving something their 100%? They put all their faith and trust in God. They try to do the right thing when nobody's watching. They try to do the right thing 100% of the time. They have a genuinely good heart posture, and they fail. When have you ever heard of that? Never, because it never happens. Okay, so that is one of the most beautiful things about being a man, is that you get to customize your own character. You get to pick your wife. Okay, we're not living in the 1800s or 1500s in Pakistan where we have arranged marriages. You literally get to pick whoever you marry. I mean, it's 2026. You can literally hop on a plane with just your backpack and go live wherever you want. We have the ability to fly all the way across the world if we wanted to. You can literally customize your character. You don't even have to speak your own language. You can pick any language you want to speak. Go look up how to, go on Duolingo and learn how to speak it and become fluent in a new language in less than a year. You can literally customize yourself. Now, I know that's like a, stupid thing to do for no reason, but I am just getting the point across. You guys get what I'm trying to say. So I don't know where we got this notion that you're supposed to just go out and find yourself, and you go to college and you waste all your money there, and you waste 4-6 years in college getting a degree that your parents wanted you to get, and you're not even sure what you want to do. You just know you're supposed to get this degree that you have to pay 60 grand for, 80 grand for, and in the process you're like finding yourself, or it doesn't make sense. You guys know it doesn't make sense. The only people that get mad at that are the people that don't want to deal with the fact that they just wasted 4 years of their lives and 80 grand. Okay, everybody knows that is stupid. Obviously, yes, college is good for some people that if you want to become a doctor or whatever, you should probably go to college. But for the average person, you're wasting your time. You're not finding yourself. You are creating yourself. And that's another point that I want to touch on. You are creating yourself even if you don't know it, okay? Everything you do, every habit you build, everything that you say is a form of creating yourself. For example, every time you wake up in the morning and you hit the snooze button, you are creating a habit of being lazy. The same is true for the flip side. Okay, every time that you have an idea and you act on it, you are a visionary. Visionaries are not born more special than everybody. They are just people that act on what they think about as soon as it happens. If you do instantly what everybody else does eventually, you are a visionary. You are creating these good habits for yourself. So when you're creating habits, even habits with your speech, whatever it is, you are in a sense creating yourself. You go to college, you're creating yourself. You're not finding yourself. It's garbage. You guys need to get that through your heads. Here's another one that's gonna sting. Every single time that somebody has, an idea, they wanna create a business or they wanna start posting on social media like I am, somebody that you know, and you throw a little jab, you make fun of them. Maybe you don't even say, out directly that this is not gonna work, you're gonna fail. You make one of those backhanded comments. You guys know what I'm talking about, because nobody's ever told me, oh, you're stupid, you're gonna fail. Like, that's very rare that somebody tells me that. What happens most of the time is people make these like backhanded comments. You guys know what I'm talking about. Every time that you do that, you are creating yourself. You are creating a loser. You are creating yourself into a loser. Okay, you guys understand what I'm saying? So, in conclusion, I don't know how many of you guys have stayed for this long, but if you did, it means that this probably resonates with you. It is a beautiful thing that you can just go out into the world and literally create yourself from scratch. You can become anybody you want to be. If you wanted to be like even an astronaut, I'm sure you could figure it out if you wanted it bad enough. If Alexander the Great could take over almost all of Asia at 20 years old, I'm sure you can figure out how to start this business that you're thinking of, that some idiot probably it runs and makes more money than you. Okay, go out into the world, create yourself. I promise you guys, you're gonna thank yourself after 6 months of believing yourself, trusting God, and locking in. All right, I love y'all, boys. Make sure you subscribe, comment. Y'all know the deal. If you are interested in coaching, let me know. Comment, coach, and I'll reach out to you, and we'll get started from there. Let's go.